one day at a time. Now that we have the Saturn in Pisces and Pluto is in Aquarius, how do we feel? I'm feeling, I'm exhausted. I've lots of changes I've got to make, and it's going to happen. I just can't do it in a snap, you know. I can't even snap. But I wanted to talk about, um, well, my personal experience. Well, it's happened in over the last 3 years, but it's a phenomenon that can happen anytime. It depends on, it doesn't depend on anything really. Just get close enough to people, and then you are subjected to how that some people can't do anything better than to pour their past traumas onto you, whether they know how to just say, hey, this is me, this is what happened, down to, and I'm an ex-convict, and I'm a recovering blah blah, it's like, thanks for the warning. Do I need to buy 6 extra locks? But anyway, yeah, that choice, I mean, is there an overcome there? No. No, literally, they're warning you that, like, this is all I know how to harbor. I'm a fucking vat of toxic waste. I don't filter things, not even from any standpoint, not yet. How many lifetimes do people go through not realizing, well, maybe it's up to me to make a complete turnaround from whatever this outside suggestion bullshit is, as far as when you're visiting the human organism here, as your human body, your DNA, whether it's lighting up or whatever it is, the human atomic experience, body, organism, it has a memory of traumatic experiences inlaid in. It's a memory. Like, okay, so your heritage and the wars and your programming, right? Yes, and not only that, but like, well, how do we really know what we know as well as we do, as far as driving a car is like second nature for a lot of people, perhaps, and even flying an airplane. Yeah, something about the controls, and I was about to say, and building guns and shooting people, and but what about, like, no, getting on a computer, and how your brain just, the way that they have made it, they've masked it. They're not letting you know this is exactly the way that you are, as far as a reality rendering machine. If you put you all together, that's the way that the images are showing up anyway. Let's get back to, I'm looking at this new video that I put up, and there's a lot that I don't even know what the use of it, any of it is anymore. Um, what was the beginning of my video trying to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about that phenomenon where it's, okay, so now that Saturn has gone into Pisces and we have Pluto in Aquarius, I noticed some people light up in my life where it's just like they just dumped on me. They're like, I gotta tell you something, and they're really private about it. It's like, well, you're not um going the healing route at all, if you really want to know, because transparency is the way that you do it. Even if it does involve, well, there's a bunch of bad guys out there. It's like, you know, kiss them goodbye. Kiss your attachment to all that goodbye. Say it's just not a life happening anymore. Forgive it. Let go of it. Let go of them. All you can do is just, expose in general what we have going on. Have you, and how you would rise above it. Um, the exposing, say, of talking about the traits of narcissism, and it's really actually to me, it's very sad. I've always noticed this faction and had compassion The truth is about me, babes, and this might be the truth about you, but I have Venus and Virgo, fuck, I hate to say it, let my guard down a little bit and say, I actually love people. Okay, boom. I I don't know if there's a comment that can be said, maybe a poet has said it once before, but it's like, I don't brag about it. You don't brag about those interactions with people where it's like you're there. Do they notice that you're there whenever they call? I mean, if you can be there around here. I mean, I just live in a small community, but when it has happened, I try to be there and I try to offer, an experience like, say, why am I here? Well, it's to light up their life. We are here to share and make it easier. No, huh? I have a lot of Libra that way. I have a lot of like I just want to I want to offer that peace that maybe I have achieved, maybe that I am, maybe offer the fun that I am. You know what I mean? Offer. So what's my point with that fucking long drawn out fucking shit that I can't even remember now? Well, that kind of can go over as like a ton of bricks because, well, first of all, that's not normal for other people. They're not used to that. They wonder. Like, I remember one person asked me, do you usually spend this much time with other people? With your clients? Or whatever. Like, we're friends, babe. We're not treating each other like we're wearing masks and got labels, please. I'm just trying. Do you appreciate who I am? Can I appreciate you? That's the question. Are you saying that? Can you? But maybe I am needy and I'm trying to create a network of people, and I haven't been able to do that where I'm at. It's not really here for me. I don't see anybody daring to come up and say, fuck Shauna, what's up. See, I don't need the pity party, so that can go up. See, that I actually think that these people need more help than I do. So how fucked am I on that, if that's true or not? I say it is. See, getting back to what I was talking about when Saturn goes into Pisces and Pluto in fucking Aquarius, I've experienced more people, okay, now, not excluding my very own brother, same one that comes out of my mom's uterus, the same father we have, supposedly. And he lost his mind completely. Well, this is on top of his sister, who, okay, we are living at a distance. He doesn't know that I respect his life. I mean, you have your life, and you choose to show up if at all. We kind of observe that. I mean, reality will tell you the truth about who we are with that. And I wish that he was in my life more, and he is completely out of my life now because of his state of mind or whatever is going on with his health. And it's so fucking sad that a lot of people don't realize it's like, no, this I've dealt with this all the time. The fucking world is sick, and I am there for people. I'm there to ease up that whole. If there's anything I can do in the moment, really, it's gonna feel better. I'll leave you feeling better. People. Yeah, they're upset that oh, Shauna, where are you? You lost who you are. No, how do I just go there? Came to that point with him. I don't want to get so into the detail. Fuck! Bottom line is that these people are snapping around me who I held, okay, if anything, okay, we are just at a distance. I live in the mountains, and here I am on Facebook. Okay, every once in a while, I mean, a lot of my material before I started getting stressed out with, okay, I can blame it on the season of Pluto and then Saturn going, and it was actually an experience. It's like, shite, look at this. And these are things that I can tell you, I can't tell you now, but there's reasons why these things happen. So, excuse me while I'm just, all of this mainly gets on my nerves. I'm fine in my daily routine with pain and stuff. I mean, it comes from originally from having gone through. I'm a nervous wreck when the thing is to just stop talking. But anyway, thanks for going through that little fucking. Let me get back on the road here. Fucking grind some gears. All right, so now talking about people coming back at me after 9 or 10 years of me having giving out the cure for free. The cure to that thing, your enemy. The cure to not succumbing to the enemy. The cure to breaking yourself free from your hell box, as one guy put it over there. And it's just not. See, I'm not the only one who knows. Nope, that thing up there, you're not going to create a harmonious relationship with this and that. You either know how to make your mind a slave to the heart, which is the more intelligent connection of everything. Like that. That is the intuitive everything. I can't get into it now, but I will. Empaths who are the super sensitives, like say people who are clairaudient, say more like whatever clairvoyant is. More like, how about the telepaths, remote viewers, telepaths, people that just know, and they say, I don't know how I know, but I just know. They're feeling it through this. You're highly scientific. I've said this in other, this is an Aquarius subject matter. I love, it's my moon. My moon will get into it. If the kids will sit down on the carpet, is she going to get into the subject matter that is like, it's almost like the truth, Mommy. Yes, it is. Get out of here. People are so selfish and stupid anymore. I don't like to associate with them at all. I love them. No, but no, really, yes. I'm sad because you can't really go out and be who you are. Will we ever do it again? What's happened with Shauna? Well, fuck, man. I blamed a lot of my troubles on. Here we go with the Neptune, Venus. What did I come here for? I was going to talk about my financing that has just gone to shit. So, but no, getting back to how people have just snapped anyway. I didn't really I couldn't help them because they would come. My brother would snap in half in two, and I'm not sure that he even knows that and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can't get that psychologically like trapped to the point where I can't get out. We're supposed to get out of this shit. I would love to think that that it's a sound mentality or thought that somebody else is going to save my day. See, this is the thing about somebody else who came with me. I'm not going to say any names, but just recently they sent me just basically, and this happened once before with somebody else. Okay, so it's 3 people. It would be many years that I would offer the cure and do all this work, and I'm still kind of doing it every once in a while. I feel like it because I'm sharing my progress. What I know is this, and this is what helps, and this is where instant healing is, and everything. And so, but they snapped and came out with me with their bucket of shit and said, "This is who I am, more real than the cure and love and this moment now and being present more." Just say that you're just starting now. Say that you've gone through not just this lifetime, but many lifetimes in the darkness. And your awakening is instant. That's what I know. And when it does, you don't go back. But it could go on in an instant after like 8,000 lifetimes. And we are really, just this conversation alone, and the way you kind of hear it around you, like, what does it really mean? Well, we'll get closer and closer to what it really, really means. Take all, because, well, Pluto and Aquarius is going to really test the truth within man, which is the scientific part of it, which includes our connection that is the righteous truth. And it's like, you're either choosing your mind or you're choosing the connection to reality. Which one is it? Like I said earlier, there's a myth that your mind can couple up with your heart and you should achieve a balance. It's like, nope. You either have enslaved your mind to the heart, and everything you do, whatever it is you choose to do, You're the master. You're the master of it. No fucking question there. And whenever, you see, my grandpa was, I can say that guy must have been a fucking master. He built things. He would say things, too, that would be a master's poetry. That is the same for everybody. Do it right the first time and you won't have to do it again. And it's not the fucking way people work out there right now. Money makers? No, do it wrong. Make sure it's going to fucking fall apart because you want to make money. And come back and do it again. That's what's really going on. So, thanks for listening to all this. I love everybody. But it's sad to see how the people that I have radiated for say, yeah, my brother, and then some people up close, and then another person just recently came back to me and said, guess what? Me about my fucking satanic background is the equal amount of shit that I just heard fucking what's their face. And guess who over there is dwelling on that shit too? And it's like, do you know that you have a real life? And I've been trying to talk about that. And it's not me that doesn't talk about that. Jesus talks about it too. Are you saved or are you graduated into have you been reborn yet or not? What do you think all that means? Now these people, I notice, some of them are extremely either fucking complete atheists, which is interesting. They are a much funner conversation because they are just having trouble with words, and don't blame them at all. And they're disenfranchised with all of these mentalities around them in this fucking shitty book that doesn't make any fucking sense. And then when you fucking end up hearing the word tabernacle, that's when I just go off into a or whatever, like, can you fucking come back and act like you know what you're talking about every once in a while, like a simple fucking experience of the truth. And that's just a dehumanization of your fucking fake religion there, and what else, everything else really is being taking the nourishment out of it, whatever the original background that was here for, we don't know, and it's certainly not meant for, like I said, the human experience. God, this fucking drawn out conversation, trying to talk about, missed the point, and they're just saying, not, I'm in, and I could just, what I'm experiencing as, ladies and gentlemen, darkness of fucking mind. Darkness of mind, man. They cannot just wipe the clouds out of the eyes and say, love is this. Love is this. What can I do about all this? Well, man, rearrange. We have to rearrange. There is something you can do. There's only probably one thing you can do. And that's the scariest thing that you don't want to do it. You have been denying it. There's levels to this shit, like Ralph Smart and anybody would say. Where I'm at is well, it's an infinite possibility. I'm well aware of needing to detach completely from whatever it is that is making me utterly fucking unhappy and even a nervous wreck, a nervous illness. It's a study for me nowadays with all of this attack. Me trying to figure out on my own, okay, so why am I being completely abandoned? I mean, I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not treating people like gold, not under some of the stress that I had gone through. My story is like I was reaching out and I was trying to bring people together, and then it's like, well, where is everybody? And then they were saying, no, Shauna, you're really getting on, like, it's like, wait a minute, wait. This isn't the time for me to be saying a hymn about getting on my feet. I'm telling you, I'm off my feet. Who can I count on? And it was looking odd as far as my closest. And that it was falling apart anyway. You know how the narcissistic society is. It's like they're there but not there, especially when you need them. They've been there, and then they wait for that time that you're actually, I can really use a little cooperation at this point. They're like, oh, really? Well, forget it, because they're like, come on, cooperate, and you're like, no, well, yeah, and you don't really need it, but it's there, and because, why are you staying so kind of like this? They aren't capable of giving a flying fuck about you. They only care about themselves. Does that satisfy you all now, you narcissists? content lovers you. I have a lot on my bouncing all over my nervous system, and all I do is just like I pray to God. The truth is the fact that I feel so exhausted, and all I could do is tell God that I'm grateful for the fact that I can, if I could just eat that fucking food. You see, well, now it's the water. I just, the I don't want to get into it right now, but there's a reason why I'm having to experience that, and it's not really what I think or anybody else can think as far as the narcissistic abuse that I'm kind of going through, which is really illusory, by the way. I mean, it's like, well, who's who, and where's the contagion coming from? I mean, somebody is miserable, and who is it? And it's like, it's certainly not me. I I I'm gonna do the best I can to find better support somehow. I think I deserve love in my life, and I think I know what it is, and I'm taking risks, and usually I work. Usually it works for me. But boy, with this fucking Neptune opposing my Venus, somebody please, I mean, if you really want to look at something interesting about a love life and romance and stuff, just investigate that thing and see how lame it could be possibly getting. That's exactly what's happening, down to for some reason it's like, yeah, well, no, Shauna, this is a matter of you taking care of yourself on a level that you've never really done that before. And it's like, bullshit. I've always done it. It's just that things have fallen apart. If you haven't noticed, it was the last 3 years that things have changed. And literally, what I was trying to put together as, say, an entrepreneur, and I'm still working it. The truth is, now that I've been eating food, I hate this video, by the way. I fucking hate it. The reason why I say that is because it's such a pathetic thing. I'm a fucking Aries rising who is so proud of being strong, and I wish I could share more the joy that I feel every day, of the victories, the things, little things that I'm doing. I hate this fucking part. I hate this video. I need to get out of this season, and what the fuck, Please help me. And now I have Saturn and fucking and Pisces, which I think is good. It's gonna give structure to this fucking nebulous, cloudy fucking crap. Good. Let's do the work that I need to do. What is love? What is love? What is love? What is love? Thank you. Thank you. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not off track. I'm not off track. I don't have a job. I work with love. Thanks for listening to this pathetic motherfucking video, man. It's square my Mars. We have Neptune being conjunct by the Sun in Pisces, and then Mars is squaring it, and it's square my Venus, and I have 5 planets under the rulership of Venus, and it's like, I'm not dead. I can feel all these issues, and my guides are saying, you know what? You don't have control of this situation. You need to rest. Go to sleep. And see, I'm a physical person. I want to do something. I want to get shit done. I've been wanting to get shit done for fucking a long time now. But we've had this fucking Saturn in Aquarius square Uranus, and we're just coming off of that thing. And I can see what I need to do. I'm just surrounded in ice now, and I'm in I'm in Aries rising, and it's like, I need to get this done now. And it's like, no, but Shauna, my guides are saying, you have a great idea. The idea is to get that what you need. Start throwing shit out in your mind. Throw it out over and over again. I'm looking at pile right over there. It's like, you know what, Shauna, you have not thumbed through that particular pile in months. You can just as soon go like this, shift it over to a truck, and shove it out and fucking throw it over into a goddamn um um trash bin. Why would I say such a thing? Well, that's what I need to do in my personal life. Is I have a home. There isn't a lot of stuff. See, this is I'm kind of Plutonian anyway, and I don't really like having useless things. I don't like to have clutter that I'm not using. But at the same time, I'll save things. It's like, no, I actually might need that. So I have a lot of old tools. I mean, I'm going to make a joke about my garden. Like, why don't tools compost up? I have a bunch of old, it's like I always think I'm going to fix these tools, but they just fall, the handles fall off. But anyway, fucking A. I am hurting so fucking bad. And it's getting to my nerves. I got nervous wreck going, I guess. And, has everything to do with my associations. I've been trying to convert a situation into love for me, and you know how that maybe it's just not going to work with that one, but maybe it's going to happen with somebody else. That's my experience, is that you can be disappointed, thinking that you found, and there is a decent connection there. I mean, you could have a Mars trine Venus or something, but there's other fish in the ocean, as they would say. I'm not somebody who likes to bounce around. Fucking, the whole thing it's like, why do we need it anyway? Why do we need? Why do I think I need somebody? Isn't that's the way we work, though. That's the way I work. I mean, I'm grateful for whoever comes and goes. I mean, I'm not walking away a loser. But for the first time in my life, I'm experiencing being really dragged down by somebody else's energy. Like what I was trying to say in the beginning. I'll try to wrap this fucking miserable fucking video up. And how these people ended up just saying, well, no, this is who I am. And it's like, no, it's not. You see, you don't know that I just met you. And you don't know that now is all you can be. Because I know that this moment now, like, see, you're, I'm the only one that doesn't have a clean slate here? I mean, I'm the only one with a clean slate here. I'm the only one who knows how to clean my fucking slate. When I get in a personal relationship, like when it starts to getting hot and heavy, like, oh my God, this person, I need to talk to him about my dynamics. I will say, look, I have abandonment issues. It's from when my dad left. And it kind of affects me a lot more than the next person. If we have, which is normal for people to have a little disagreement or a fight or something, and that we get tired of each other, something, it's time for us to get away from each other. Usually it's like, well, this is my place. Where are you going to go? Kind of a thing. But it's more like, get a job. I don't know. I was young and restless, at one point. So anyway, but no. I just know that there's a give and take of all this kind of thing. We're not just flatlined here. So when it comes to a point, like when I see, it's like, okay, really, this person is here for me. I need to tell them who they're dealing with. I tell them I have my abandonment issues. Please, like, before you leave out the door, especially if we have like some harsh words or something, and you say you disagree or something, and you're kind of fed up or you're frustrated, don't just walk away and leave and speed off. Say, see you tomorrow. Say something like that. Just say, see you tomorrow. Even if it's not tomorrow that you plan on coming over. Just say, I'll see you again. And it's not really a big issue for me. That's not really the big issue for me. But that's part of having just been left. Like when I tried to call my dad at one point, tried to call him. I was really sick, and he had his reasons. I think it was because he was older and he didn't want to get sick because it was a kid that was sick, and we are highly contagious when we are sick. But it was the first time that I would call him after he had left my house. I was like 6 years old by then, and I was trying to be strong, but I had a fever. I had the flu and I had a fever, and I wanted to see my dad. We were really close. And oh my God, this pathetic fucking video. So anyway, bottom line is that my mom let me see who he was. Just, oh, really? You think that he's going to come over right now? And he was just really selfish. He didn't want to get sick, and I didn't understand. He blew up. I could see that he was just raging. Very, like, all I could say is, like, this person could care fucking less about me. Whoever it is, I mean, what I thought of this person now, it just was erased. It's like, they don't care about me. They really don't. And he never really showed up for me. There was some reason that he would come and visit my mom, I guess, or something. Maybe he ran out of weed, or I don't know, but no. Oh, that was a terrible thing to say, too. Too much information, Shauna. Erase this one. But getting back to this sopping, Saturn and Pisces, how it's kind of just like, Saturn and Pisces is very medical. To me, it reminds me of these junkies that they're creating all of these rehab institutions and shit. It really fucking gets right into that. Saturn and Pisces people, if you know anybody with Saturn and Pisces, right now they're turning 29 to 30 or 59 to 62 or 60. They're having a Saturn return. It's Saturn and Pisces. These people are neurotic fucking wrecks. They are all the time. They can have an OCD. They're creating a skin problem with some fucking medication they trust the medication, so they'll take a medication on top of the medication, on top of the medication. They have some kind of neurological thing going on all the time. Even if they didn't, they do. And sorry for picking on them, but that's just my experience with them. And they're very highly convicted about something. The victim. And they were victimized. Somebody gave them drugs a long time ago. It wasn't me. It was them. And most of that's their story. I know a few of them have said that. And they're really blooming up right now. But it's not just that. Them. Like I said, I was contacted by somebody. It's like, okay, so they're choosing that background as, this is what I have for you. This is what I have for you. It's like, well, shite, man. Guess what? Because I'm trying to really doing my best to filter things out and bring it back and say, hey, you can alchemize, you can become a winner from all these shitty, even in the most shitty experiences, man. Don't have to walk away a loser, but they're just refusing. It's just, it's really bad for them. They're going down, down, down. It's like, well, what are you going to do? Well, I hate to end it like this and talk about it, but, it's like, okay, so, and everybody's going to think about this, I think. I mean, even I do, but I don't know if I can ever bring myself to do it. Can we? Do we? Oh, my God. Terrible fucking video. Not going to even tell you what I was talking about there. But I think about my brother more than he cares, I guess, or anybody that cares for him, so-called, or me cares. Um, the truth is it's one of the more painful things that I'm going through. It's see, right now I got a sciatic nerve jolt, and I know precisely where it came from. It's not my problem to worry about that these people they weren't there to begin with, and now I'm crying over them not being there ever. Really, they can't care one way or another. Whatever has happened, it's like, okay, so it's a big misunderstanding, but they're trying to say, Shauna, you have changed. It's like, well, where are you going? I am not gonna, where are you going with the antifreeze thing? That was really, different. I mean, I didn't expect. I mean, is that why we can't party, man? You want to really, really, really get down with some fucking chemicals? Let's talk about it. How is that working about? People think that I'm actually insensitive and harsh and everything. It's like, no, I'm. That's you. I was about to say that's you. That's what you have to be. It's like, no, you should be resilient. You should just have a sense of humor. Handle that shit. I'm handling it. I'm handling it. Can you wipe somebody's ass now? Can you wipe your own ass? Can you do what I'm doing? See, that's where I'm worried about. Okay, oh my God, 35 minutes. These people coming towards me after 9 years of me chopping fucking 26 full-grown pine trees right in front of their face, and getting through. Okay, so my grandma died, and then she died from narcissistic abuse, by the way. Um, and then me getting over that, there was straight abandonment and fucking people just smearing the shit out of me. I am left with like no support at all. I'm like, not even a congratulations, Shauna, you inherited this place. Do you need a candle? Do you need a light bulb? No, no, not really. I have had to wound up fucking begging. Some people came over, and I guess I could try and understand where they were coming from when they said, well, you seem to have everything you need here, right? You got everything you need? And it's like, well, you're not here enough for me to even hear that you're serious about that, or, I'm genuinely concerned about that, because I would say, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! I need a lot of things every year I need, because it's harsh around here. We need candles, the power goes off, we need, uh-huh, yeah, thank you. And it's because it's hard for me to get around and get it. Thank you. But I don't have any support like that. I need yearly support, don't you? Who do you rely on? The pharmacy? Good God, I don't know. Fucking A, this fucking conversation. Wanted to say, it's just sad to see that there's people that are losing. They are looking shaky, and then they fucking fall down and they say, I am a demon. And come a little closer, because I don't care about the love that's possible through what? And they're like the first people to say, I love Jesus. But they also think that something out there is going to save them. See, the thing is something out there fucking is the thing that got them. They're victimized. But something out there is going to save them. It's like, nope, nope. I'm here to tell you. You can shout and scream. You can ask for help. What's going to come out you is the people that need help, especially now. I mean, they're just gonna give you the worst version of what you don't want to be. Like they're just gonna say, here, take this crap, and you're gonna have to eat it. Even like the churches right now, babes, they're giving away these non-perishables. It's like, some of them are getting hip, and every once in a while you see a non-GMO bean, can of beans or something. But here, what I'm saying is that you have to be the help, and you will be the help. And when you're the help that needs help, you're still the help. Because that's when you really know you need help. is because, how do you help other people that don't know they need the help? So there you are radiating the help just as being you. If you're a vegan or a vegetarian, somebody who's just doing a ritual every day, that is a practice to rise above, say you don't drink if I was to continue to have been drinking the water that comes out of my tap, I stopped drinking that when my grandma was still alive more than 5 years ago. I got serious 3 years ago. I never drank it again because it causes neurological problems. I was feeling, I never want to feel that feeling ever again. Never want to feel that feeling ever again. And see, the thing is, I want to ask some people right now, and it's not going to go anywhere. I know it's a broken society. It's a broken SM. I'm broken. Minute 40? You're broken having watched this. Woo! But I need somebody to send me Brita water filters, because I use those when that machine breaks down. Sometimes the machine breaks down. There's only one machine. And we need more than that pumps out the good water. Pardon me while I find it and drink it. Not really. I have to go either tomorrow or the next day. I have a few dollars. Somehow I just managed to You know, it costs 40 cents a gallon, and I'm drinking it, and I'm only watering my cats with it. My cat with one cat, not cats, one cat, because I notice her state of mind. And now that it's been about a week that I've been watering her with only that water, she's looking a lot less like neurologically fucking damaged anyway. Whatever, you can call me imagining all this stuff. But the reason why this video is so long, you know, for sure, we all need love, you know, and so, but now I'm being attacked, like, these loveless people, these people that, I say loveless, babe, what I mean is like, okay, so love is what overcomes. Love is what has learned to forgive and be in a place. Let's talk about shit, man. A lot of people don't know what it is, but I might have mentioned it early on this fucking video, 40 minutes long. That, you know, if you, whatever you're doing, if you're not doing it with love backing you, like with the intelligence of love that just dials in on the truth. See, a lot of people don't really know what love is, and I want to get to to where I want to be able to explain, no, this is really what it is. This is really what it is. It's not impossible to start pointing at what true love really is. There's a lot of fucking A, man. I think it's an hour long or something. But there's a lot of people that say unconditional love, unconditional love. No, now there's unconditional love, and it's like, you know what? All love is unconditional. I don't care how much little or less is there. It's always unconditional, because what does unconditional mean? Through all conditions, through thick and thin, through fucking rain or shine, that fucker comes through. It does not fail. This is what I know. This is what I know. This is what I know. Now, immaturity or narcissism, or people that just live in fear and will never see past their ignorance, and then how that love so much. Love is so much more intelligent, that knows how to live, to where you just can't have a conversation. I mean, you can, and we will. We will. I'm hoping that will happen. I'm thinking, well, how could we go wrong with Pluto going into Aquarius? How could I go wrong? Somebody mentioned it right here. Said, no, if you have, I can see you have the early Libra 369. If you're a Libra, or any air sign, Gemini also, but mainly we're looking at the Libras. We've been pummeled for 12 years, and if you didn't get out of it, if you didn't just like be a hermit, then you're probably trying to get out of it. You are in relationship hell, and yeah, don't want to get back into talking about where people went in my life. It's like, okay, so I'll kiss them goodbye. Why? Why? If there's really a health problem, if there's really a crisis, I'm really good at being there for people. I mean, I'm not going to save their life, but when I'm there, I like interacting with the suffering, because there's a way that I can ease suffering. Believe me, I've done it before. I can do it again. That sounded stupid. I've been there, and I guess I'm not one to be there for my brother. You know, it's like, Shauna, you're missing a point. 9 years on Facebook, you were holding up the cure, as well as for some other people, and they all slid under and went to hell. You think you're going to help them now? No! They're coming to you saying, this is who I am! And get close to me, I'll turn